Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me on a Friday. Today I have the brand new Citizen Promaster E365 Unite with Blue. Yes, it does exist. Yes, it is 100% real and legitimate. An interesting story with this watch, and I'll tell you all about it here in just a second. Anyway, this model number is BN1025-08L. And again, I'm super excited to bring you this watch that you can't have right now. I know it's weird. I'll tell you the story here in just a second. Let's check it out. As always, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission, yada, 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 boring, boring, boring. Anyway, check out my Amazon shopping channel if you want to, buy any of the other watches I've reviewed. This is definitely not on Amazon yet. Anyway, so let's go ahead and check out the packaging. Typical Pelican style case. You're looking at something everybody's seen before for a million years. So the packaging is going to be the same as the other E365 I reviewed, a week or so ago. So there you go, some crap we don't care about. And it's a really interesting story with this watch. Let me shut up here and just show you, give you your first look at this thing. Really interesting situation with this watch. All right. There you go, there it is. It is legit, it is real. And guys, like I said earlier, you can't have one yet. So what I'll do is I'll give you all the 7 specs you need to know. Actually, you know what, I won't do that. I'll just put the specs on screen here in just a few minutes. Again, exact same specs as the other E365 I just reviewed about a week ago, the one with the red dial. So I'm not gonna go through all the specs again, that's kind of pointless. But let me go ahead and take this thing out and show you the dial. There you go. Now, there are a couple different changes from this Unite with Blue to the original. Let me go ahead and put the original up here. That's the original. That came out a couple years ago. Now, as you can see, the actual dial isn't quite as loud. It's a little more understated than the original. Also, you don't have that light green, kind of lime green for the dive portion from 0 to 20. It's just all blue around here. And it's a little bit darker blue, by the way. Still a good looking watch. It's a little more subdued, which I really appreciate. The other one was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love the other one. But I kind of like this a little bit more subdued version. Again, this is the 300 meters. This is the saturation diver. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. Actually, one of my viewers said they wanted to see the strap. This is your extension, your dive extension strap. They wanted to see it. So there you go. For whoever that was. That's your dive extension. This is meant to fit over a wetsuit, and then it attaches to the regular strap, but is meant to fit over a wetsuit. If I can get it back in here, there we go. So that is your dive extension. Each one of these comes with one of these dive extensions, so there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. And let me tell you the story of this watch. Actually, I forgot to put the phone back, the little pillow. Again, exact same watch, just in a Unite with Blue colorway. So the original version, again, is much more pronounced on the dial. It's a lot, I guess louder is the correct word. I'm not quite sure. The newer versions come in red, which I think is the only one you can get really right now in North America. They have the black, which I think you can get in Asian markets. And then they have this Unite with Blue. What had happened was, is I went onto Macy's website, I bought the red, right? I got the red. And then they also showed this Unite with Blue version. I was like, what is going on? Because I didn't see that on any Citizen website worldwide. I did not see the Unite with Blue version on any Citizen website worldwide. So I was like, man, I got to snap this up. So I snapped it up. Then they canceled the order. I'm like, what? So I bought it again, and Macy's canceled the order again. I was like, what is going on? Then I bought it a third time, and the order went through. So I'm like, I had no idea what was going on. I was very confused. So I contacted Macy's. They said it's a legit watch, and that it'll ship within a week, about a week. And I'm like, Okay, so I waited a week, and then guess what? Yes, they canceled the order. What had happened was these, I guess, had meant to be on embargo until about June or July. So these watches technically are not coming out until about June or July. I'm not quite sure the date. And unfortunately, I can't tell you where I got this one. These watches are not supposed to be for sale yet. They put them on some sort of embargo. I have no idea if this has to do with the tariffs. No clue what's going on, but this watch technically is not supposed to be sold. So if you see it for sale anywhere, know that you're not supposed to buy it. That seller is not supposed to be selling you this watch. If you look on a whole bunch of websites, you'll see that it says notify when available or not available yet, or you know, this page doesn't exist. Like on Zales and some other sites, they've done what they're supposed to do, and they have taken this off of their website because, again, these are not for sale. I did see one site that has these for sale, and this is Eli Adams Jewelers, and they are an absolute train wreck. I had a horrible experience with them a couple years ago, so stay away from Eli Adams. Let me go ahead and put up their logo here. These guys are just absolute jerks, man. They're not supposed to be selling this watch. So make sure you stay away from them. Even though it's at a big discount, it's like a $200 discount, make sure you don't buy from these guys, because if you have any problems with your watch, they are absolute jerks taking any sort of returns. They're rude on the phone. If you even ask questions about watches, I don't know what their deal is, but they're absolute jerks. So this is the only place I've really seen them for sale. And again, they're not supposed to be on sale. They are on an embargo until at least June or July. So kind of keep that in mind. And again, I wish, and I don't mean to like tease you guys. I'm not trying to do that. And this is not, I'm trying not to be, like a clickbait type of thing. These aren't supposed to go on for sale yet. Luckily, I did get one, and I absolutely love it. Again, it's just the same watch, but with that Unite with Blue colorway. And again, the Unite with Blue colorway is a little more subdued. The bezel is a little different. Again, no green scale from 0 to 20, no dive scale, and the actual blue they use for the bezel is a lot darker than the original blue. So that's, honestly, guys, that's really about it. Let me go ahead and try this thing on. I know it's going to fit because the other one fit. And again, on this strap, you've got this little section at the end that's kind of flared out. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's kind of flared out a little bit. It makes it a little bit harder to put on your wrist, but it also makes it a little more secure, because this thing is just not going to fly off your wrist, that's for sure. All right. In fact, let me go ahead and show you the tag too. Before I put it on, here's the tag. So you can see it's a legit watch. See if I can get it in focus there. There you go. Unite with Blue. Pretty cool, man. I can't see them all. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Yep, BN1025-08L. Now this says made in Japan on the tag. I don't think these are made in Japan. I could be wrong, but I'm 99% sure I'm not wrong. It's got a Japan movement, but yeah, these are made somewhere else. All right, so let me go ahead and pop this thing on, and I'll go ahead and give you a Lume shot. Ah, man, they do feel really good though. Really nice. There you go. All right, let me go ahead and give you that Lume shot. Let's go ahead and kill everything. And guys, I wish I could tell you where I got this one. This seller, I guess technically wasn't supposed to sell it to me either, but they didn't know. I guess they didn't hear about the embargo, but they did finally take it off their site. So it is what it is. Sometimes Citizen does that. There you go. And actually, speaking of Citizen, I'm actually in talks with them directly to do a couple reviews for you guys. So I'm super excited about that. I'm talking to one of their marketing folks, and I'll be dealing directly with Citizen, I guess like a collaboration here on a couple reviews very, very soon. So there you go. There's a Lume. Now this Lume is either called NautiLite, N-A-T-U-L-I-T-E, or NautiLite. I can't figure out the actual name for the Citizen Lume. It's one of those two. I think it's NautiLite. I might be wrong. Anyway, as usual, awesome Citizen Lume. This is what you come to expect from Citizen. I like their cobalt kind of bluish Lume as opposed to Seiko's greenish Lume Bright. They're both fantastic Lumes. You know, I just like the color of Citizen's Lume better. They both last a very long time. So there you go. All right. Cut the lights back on here. I'm trying to think of anything I have forgotten. I'm going over my notes to make sure I tell you everything about this watch. Again, guys, if you see one, they're not technically supposed to be for sale, and the seller that's selling the watch to you should not be selling this. Now, when these do come out, they're going to be $750. They're not going to be cheap. You're going to pay a little bit more for the Unite with Blue colorway, you know, kind of be expected. I think they're fantastic looking watches. So there you go, guys. This has been a Citizen Promaster E365 Unite with Blue, model number BN1025-08L. And unfortunately, you're going to have to wait till June or July to get one of these. And this is not a limited edition, by the way. These are just going to probably be just a regular model in their catalog. I don't see anywhere where it says limited edition now. That might change in the future. So don't hold me to that. But man, these are good looking watches. I love these things. Got your little script on the end, 300-meter professional diver, pretty cool. So guys, you know, you're just gonna have to wait, unfortunately. I mean, that's all I can say. So anyway, guys, it's been about it for this one. As always, make sure you like and subscribe if you like my content, and I really hope you do. And I will see you on the next review, probably with maybe, it's either gonna be a Citizen or something else. I got a whole bunch of stuff in. I'm getting a little bit backed up on reviews. So anyway, I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.